Let's explore bringing things from the unconscious to conscious, which to me is the beginning framework of any type of inner or emotional work that actually produces good results for us. If you haven't watched my intro overview that this series is part of, you can take a look in the description down below. But let's explore it. Now, using phrases like going from unconscious to conscious can sound like we're dealing with Freudian psychology and getting super deep, and I'm sure on the academic side it does go super deep, but for our purposes and for inner work purposes, it's not so necessary to be abstract with it at all. It's actually very concrete and direct. So let's just go ahead and experience it together. What I would like you to do is put your attention on your left shoulder right now. Just see how it feels over there. Now, just pausing there, the first thing I want to put a big highlighter on is how significant and amazing it is that we as human beings can actually do that. I can't overstate the power of that. That you can put your attention on a part of your body. Like, I don't really know how you're doing that. I don't know how I'm doing that. I couldn't describe it. I just know that I have something called my attention, and it goes there, and I start feeling this part of my body called my shoulder. I call that guided awareness. It's super, super powerful. Now, your left shoulder has been here during the entire video. It didn't just appear, but you probably didn't even notice it. You didn't feel it. You weren't aware of any sensations that were there. But as soon as we intentionally put our awareness there, we say, how is my left shoulder doing? It was unconscious, meaning it was there, but it wasn't present in our experience in the way that we could describe it or even work with it necessarily because it's not there, to being, yeah, I feel it. Now notice, am I holding any tension there? You may have experienced, without even realizing it sometimes, the body just goes ahead and immediately makes some adjustments there because the attention goes there, goes, oh, that's a little stiff or holding some tension there. Had you not put the awareness there, it's possible you could have been like chronically shrugging. I've done that before, holding tension there, and then you have to bring awareness to it. This is so powerful because this also works in the inner world. It's actually infinitely subtle and powerful in our inner experiences. You can put your attention on even a question like, hey, what am I feeling right now? What is my emotional state right now? And in a similar way to how you put your attention on your shoulder, your attention can go in. It can actually start to become more aware of the nuances of like, ooh, how am I really feeling? There's words like happy, sad, whatever, but they don't capture all the nuances, right? There's all these subtleties. If you're not used to that, like I said, it might seem a little weird at first, but as you experiment with it, it'll become more and more clear. You will start to become conscious of how am I feeling, which can then lead to how am I reacting? What am I thinking and feeling about myself, right? Just these little slight shifts. So that's kind of the essence of it. Now, for example, when I was describing in the overview, like your boss says something to you, something happens and you are reacting to it. If you just begin by putting your attention on that anger, on that reaction, similarly to the way you put your attention on your shoulder, that is actually going to activate your body, your mind, your nervous system, because it's going to become more aware of the details. Everything's going to be more engaged with that emotion in a way that's actually useful. Even if you don't go on to the next steps of doing some specific processing or anything like that, just having it become conscious makes it no longer this thing that's running completely on autopilot. There's a little bit more agency there just from doing that. Now, this can also equally apply to any recurring patterns or things that are coming up that we might describe as internal and emotional, right? Do you ever consistently have a voice or a feeling of like, hey, I'm not good enough, or something telling you like, I don't look good enough, or I don't belong here, or this doesn't feel right? We tend to not actually put our attention on that. You might say it's conscious because like, yeah, I feel that feeling. But to actually like turn towards it, put your attention right on that. Say, hey, yeah, let me explore that voice. Let me turn my attention to that voice. Usually, without realizing it. Even if it's present, some part of us we're actually trying to do the opposite. It's like, no, I don't want to listen to that, or I'm going to try to do affirmations, or try to ignore that voice, or the voice almost takes us over. It can do that kind of thing too. But when we consciously put our attention on it, say, we become a little more conscious of everything that's going on here. It's not just a voice, but what else am I feeling in my body? Can you begin to see how you are beginning the process of really getting somewhere? Like I said, this is just step one of any useful tool. But this is already so different than like, oh, I'm hearing something in my head saying, you're not good enough. Quick, let me find the thing to distract it. What's the technique to just make that stop or go away? Or how do I distract myself from it? What can I do? What can I go watch on television or whatever? Putting your attention on it makes elements of it become more conscious. Then it can just be the smallest questions. And I won't get much into this now, but like, hey, where is this coming from? How long have I had this reaction? Does this reaction remind me of anything? Do I react similarly to other people in my life? Right? You see, just the curiosity. To me, the curiosity is one of the biggest keys to unlocking your inner world. Not how do I get rid of it, but curious. Remember, my framework is you're not a repair project. I have an ebook about that down below, outlining that this is not about trying to find the things that are bad and wrong and getting rid of them. So it's not like I'm trying to bring this stuff from unconscious to conscious so I can quickly as possibly get rid of it and try to wipe it away so it never bothers me again. Some things emphasize that. I find that to not really work. It's about bringing it into consciousness so we can actually work with it and see what's really going on here. So bringing it into consciousness, curiosity, and not looking at it as bad or wrong, but looking to shift your relationship, your understanding of what's actually going on inside me. So hope that helps, and I will see you on the next part, Cultivating Safety.